Okay, right, we are live. Never gone live before, right? So let's. This is. Okay. What am I doing? I'm being a silly goose. Okay. What's that? Okay. So originally this page was meant to be films, fighting and fitness, and so far we've covered a good aspect of the films part, not so much the fitness or the fighting part, which is partially my fault. It's fully my fault. It's my channel. But not for nothing, you know, life takes over, work. I have a velociraptor downstairs, and she takes up quite a lot of my time, energy, patience. Right. So now how do I bring that back? So Eddie Hall is fighting Tommy Fury. This is insanity. I'm still learning how to work this. And I'd seen that he posted talking about it, and I wanted to sort of react and discuss it. So is this the right one? There we go. Look at that. That's some professional grade stuff going on right there. Terrible with this. Okay, so I just want to see because I'm a huge Eddie Hall fan, really big Eddie Hall fan. I think he's great. I don't really know too much about Tommy Fury. I've watched a couple of his fights. The Jake Paul fight was fine. The KSI fight was a bit of a joke, but I thought he would get back to, well, not this. And Eddie Hall obviously fought Mariusz Pudzianowski, finished that in, well, good time, record time. Not record time, but... And I thought they were friends. They've done a lot of content together. They've filmed a lot, trained a lot together. So I assumed this was sort of a friendly bout more than anything. And I guess I'm wrong.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here today to address the rumours that I am fighting Tommy Fury.
From Manchester, England, Tommy TNT. Let's go!
Tommy's a good fighter, very good fighter. But the last we saw Eddie Hall actually fighting was, well, not actual fighting. Obviously, he fought the two dudes that were like my size. And then Mariusz, but before that he fought Thor, and obviously he had a torn bicep, and I always thought he would come back to redeem that fight. I guess that would have been the big one, but I guess maybe there's not much in that now. They just sort of throw shots at each other every now and again.
Well, I can confirm the rumours are true. I am fighting Tommy Fury, and I thought it'd be a good idea today to come on and talk about why I am fighting Tommy Fury. Now, I have been friends with Tommy for a number of years, massive fan of the Fury family, and I ended up at a premiere for Tommy's documentary, which I think was on the BBC, and I bumped into Tommy's
Didn't know
dad,
he had a
John Fury.
documentary.
Now, John Fury is a character. Let's just say that. He is always in the media. He's always on, seems to be in the bad light. He's always doing something wrong, saying something he shouldn't, headbutting people, scaring people, threatening people. Basically a bit of a bully of a man. I bumped into John.
He's not wrong. But I feel like if I agree, then, well, I'm a nobody and no one watches this, so I don't have to worry about being beaten up, I guess.
And I sort of had the conversation. I wanted to fight Tyson. I saw that Tyson was doing some MMA training.
John Fury's been called out by quite a lot of people. And for somebody, you know, who claims to want to fight any man alive, I guess, he hasn't really done any. But maybe that's an age thing.
And I just thought World's Strongest Man versus Tyson Fury in an MMA fight had a nice ring to it. So I was trying to sort of instigate that fight.
That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. I mean, yeah, World's Strongest Man. And obviously he's been training a lot. But the fight's going to start standing up. And Fury's got that long reach. Very long reach. A bad idea, man. Bad idea.
And obviously I don't know what's going on between him and Tyson, but that didn't like wound him up the wrong way. Let's just say that. And things got a little bit heated towards the end, and we just sort of said to each other, "Look, like, leave it." But then we've been on the socials, been messaging back and forth, and I've basically said in the end, "You're full of shit. You're just all talk, all walk around like odd men, like you're gonna beat that, fight anyone." But there's not a lot of action, you know, especially from John. Tommy's last fight was over a year ago.
It's easy for John because he's never going to be the one in the ring. Even Mike Tyson, I think, called him out a little while back. There's been a few people that have called him out. And he's too old. He is too old. I mean, yeah, he's a big old fella. He's a bit of a yeti of a man, but like it's not, I don't, okay, all right.
Tyson last fought Usyk and is now fighting somebody who is not Usyk, let's just say that. So yeah, I just put it on the Furies a little bit. And John being John, he must manage Tommy. He reached out and said, how about you fight Tommy?
I don't think fighting Tyson Fury is a good idea. I mean, yeah, Usyk beat him, but Usyk's one of the greatest of all time. Let's be honest. At this point, he's more than earned that. I don't understand why this has come about. I'm pretty certain after his last fight, when they were asking who he would want to fight, I don't ever remember Tyson Fury being on that list.
And I was like, I'll fight you both at the same time. I don't give a
bad idea.
So here we are. I got a contract pushed under my nose for Misfits. John must have instigated that. And
for the record, as for Misfits, I've tagged them like 100,000 times trying to fight a specific unnamed flannel of a streamer who is quite disrespectful and rude, and yeah, I just gets
time. So I signed a contract to fight Tommy Fury. It is happening June 13th in Manchester in the UK on a pay-per-view.
Okay. Oh, we got some. What? All right, take this opportunity. So, what is the weight class? That's what I want to know. I want to know, is there a cap? Because what's the UFC heavyweight cap is what, 260 roughly? And okay, well, a lot of thoughts, but this is not loading, which is okay. That's actually not too bad. Do we know what they're fighting around? Because Tommy's a big guy, but Eddie Hall is, well, he's the beast, and he's the beast for a reason. Like, and that sort of weight is going to have an effect. Remember when he did the punch machine? I'm pretty certain he broke a record on that. Regardless, I mean, Tommy's a good boxer, and if he's plays it smart, he's got very good reach, he's got good footwork, and just pops the jab out for a few rounds, because like Eddie Hall's not got he doesn't have the same ring IQ, not in a disrespectful way, it's just the way it is. Obviously Tommy Fury's been raised fighting. Plays it smart, tire him out, body shots. As much as I like Eddie Hall, I really do like Eddie Hall, I do want to see the training videos and see how he's preparing for it and who he's training with, just out of curiosity, because this is not a good idea. And I say that as a really big Eddie Hall fan, genuinely really big Eddie Hall fan. But we say that Jake Paul a little earlier, and he couldn't finish Jake Paul, who has knockout power against wrestlers after surgery and men in their 40s. You know, obviously and he couldn't knock out KSI, who was two-stepping during that fight. What was he doing? He was just wiggling, dancing about. So actually, I reserve the right to change my mind, because as I'm talking, I'm like, yeah, Eddie Hall's probably watched that and realised that Tommy Fury, as good as he has been, has failed to finish fights that he definitely should have. For his size and experience and power, he definitely should have. So, okay, I guess we're done with this then.
Say like, I'm sorry it's got to this, but sometimes men have to settle the differences in a ring, and that seems to be what's going to happen here. So I'd like to shut your dad up and put you in your place, and then maybe I'll get the Tyson Fury MMA fight. We'll never know. I also did a show recently called Inside, and that was through the Sidemen, aka the KSI, JJ, his name is, and obviously being
he gonna have
them guys doing a bit of work with them.
Is he gonna put JJ in his corner or on as part of his team? Because that's funny. Come on.
I think that wound Tommy up as well, because he absolutely hates, like genuinely hates KSI.
Trying to beat in the boxing.
So I think me being with KSI also stirred the pot a little bit as well. So yeah, KSI will probably be on my side of the press conference. I'm looking forward to this, genuinely. I mean, I've had a few fights this last couple of years, and I haven't really had a chance to display what I'm capable of. The 2v1 lasted, 3 rounds, but in actual action, it was only 10 seconds of chaos.
Been there, my man.
And that finished that fight. My last fight, I fought Mariusz Podnowski in the KSW outfit in Poland. I won that in 27 seconds. So I haven't really had a chance to portray, what I'm capable of in the terms of fight world. And my last boxing fight, by the way, I'm boxing Tommy Fury, not MMA, because if it was MMA, I would just absolutely destroy him. So my last boxing performance, I'd just like to address that, because I've already seen the comments.
He's been throwing a lot of really good kicks and stuff. I know he's been training that. Something Tommy Fury, you've seen any of them reaction videos that he doesn't really handle too well. But that being said, that's because kicks suck. They suck.
Terrible form, didn't know what he was doing. All I'll say is I set 5 months before that fight. I spent a month, and then I spent the next 4 months fighting in the wrong stance. I'm an orthodox fighter. I had to learn to fight southpaw because I couldn't use my left arm. And I ended up fighting Thor one arm.
Okay. We're going to come out of that. So they got beef. They do have beef, which is a shame and it's sad. I thought this was going to be more of because they have such a good history together that would come across, because not every fight needs to be. I had a boxing match a few years ago, and I was at the weigh-in, and the guy's a bit older than me, and he's got his wife and kids there, and he's like, and I was like, that's really good stare you got. It's like scary. And he was like, you don't know the things that go through my head, bruv. And I'm like, we're gonna fight tomorrow, man. Your wife and kids are over there. Chill out. Not every fight needs to be that deep. Like, my IQ's not high enough to be intimidated. It's as simple as that. I am an idiot. So I'm just sort of there in my undercrackers for the pictures, like, and you don't need to. You don't need to. It's boring sometimes. If we had real beef, fair enough, but we didn't. Yeah, I don't really have beef with anyone apart from Jack Doherty, and that's very one-sided. It's very one-sided. I'm excited for this fight. I'm super hyped. I can't wait. I can wait. It's fine. It'll come. Oh, it is what it is. I look forward to seeing the training, because he's huge. That is a big boy. Like, just looking at him on here, like, that is a giant of a man, and I'm interested to see how he gets down to. I haven't found out the weight. I'll have to have a proper look later as well. Anyway, that's just a little live. I've never gone live before. I just wanted to see how it was. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn up to my house. I'll cook. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Oh. My books are available on everything that sells books. Please buy them, because no one else does. So, yeah, it's been fun.